Have you ever thought to yourself, I wish I had someone to talk to? Me too. That's why I built Steve.
Initializing build protocol.
So this is Steve, he is my Servo Skull, and I decided that I'm going to be moving into a new space soon, which is where I'll be doing all of my hobby stuff and all my video stuff, and I'm also branching out a little bit. My main channel on YouTube over at iCaveDave is very, very narrowly focused so far on Apple technology and iPhones and Macs and that kind of stuff. But I've decided to branch out a little bit in terms of the platforms that I use. So Steve is powered by Alexa. Computer, play some music.
Okay, here's Apple Music.
Computer, skip this one. There you go. So, computer, stop.
Right here.
Computer, stop. So, as you can see, it runs Alexa. So I've installed a very old second generation Alexa. Yeah, take your glasses off, Steve. They're going to fall off anyway. We need a better way of attaching these. But these are his Steve Jobs glasses, so that's why we've gone that way. But yeah, in the back here, we have got an Amazon Alexa built into the back of the skull with a nice little Adeptus Mechanicus logo over the top. Inside, we have got some LED lighting, which originally this was going to be kind of like a desk lamp. I don't think it's going to be bright enough with this version, so we might adjust it. We might use some different lighting. But this was based off of basically like a Halloween skull that I found on Amazon. It was about £8. 3D printed the pieces over here with my WeFun, which you might hear in the background. It is still printing some other stuff at the moment, actually for this SCADIS pegboard. The whole skull was kind of cut up a bit. We had to take off a whole bunch of mold lines. They're still a little bit visible, but not really too bad at this point. We've got a little lamp here, which is from Poundland. So this is from the sort of dollar store equivalent here in the UK. And then just painted up, and I think that looks quite snazzy as well. That gives me a little bit of extra light onto the desk. The back, this is actually an old microphone shock mount from an Blue Snowball Ice, which is the old microphone that I used to use when I first started podcasting. We've got the service pips on here, so you can tell that this was a Space Marine whose skull was pulled apart a little bit and is continuing to serve the Emperor. And then this is just like a counter from a toy that's got a little bit of paint on it. This is another kind of gemstone that was, again, free on a magazine, but I had to just polish off the silver that was on the back of it. These are actually the removed parts of the skull that we've used just here to build the eye socket. And then our purity seals on this side are actually... so the seal itself is 3D printed. This is a free one from Cults 3D. And then just painted with a whole bunch of different reds. So I used a bit of Pro Acryl, and then we highlighted that with like a mix of the Pro Acryl Bold Red, I think it was, and some bright yellow ochre, which I think is looking quite nice. And then we've used a whole bunch of sort of burnished golds, those kind of colours. This is obviously not finished. This will never be finished, probably, but that's kind of the joy of this sort of thing, is that you can, well, I mean, you've still got, LEDs falling out at the minute, but the joy of this kind of thing is, A, it can sit on my desk, it can be a fun little kind of talking piece, it can be interesting in the background of the videos, it's got lighting, it's got Alexa built in, which is why I chose to use the computer wake word, but I'm sure it'll still get involved. And yeah, the whole idea is I can keep making stuff and adding bits on and taking stuff off, but it's also going to become a part of the costume that I am planning to build for the UK Games Expo. I'm going to be going. It's the first time I've ever been to a gaming convention of any sort, like tabletop gaming, and it's just down the road from me, so I've got a Saturday and a Sunday ticket. If you are going, let me know in the comments. I would love to meet up and say hi, but I will be dressed as a servitor, and this guy is going to be on my shoulder, and because everything is USB powered, should have all the bells and whistles and still be able to talk to me. but we will see on that part. But anyway, if you've got any questions on how we've made this, let me know just down in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. Bit of a weird video, not really as tabletop-y, but I'm going into a bit of an AdMech kind of phase, I think, and I like their vibe. Oh, and of course, subscribe and hit the like button if you haven't already. Love it. Thanks. Bye.